I think for just about everybody, high school is hard. And it's hard for different people for different reasons. There's a lot of social pressures, just academic pressures. There's this pressure of you're entering into adulthood slowly and you have to figure out what you're doing in life. And for me, I remember there being a whole combination of all these pressures. But there was one outlet that helped keep me sane throughout high school: playing Minecraft. I remember each day after school, I would look forward to it on the bus ride home. I would think about, okay, what am I going to build? What am I going to do? And I think this teaches us such a valuable lesson about mental health. My name is Travis, and I'm a therapist who's passionate about self-development. And today I want to go into the tremendously powerful lessons that Minecraft taught me about mental health and what it can teach you. So anyone watching this video probably knows what Minecraft is, but just in case you don't, or it's been a while, you are this character in a game and you get to build whatever you want. You can make huge cathedrals, you can make castles, you can make whatever you want. You can create whole roller coaster systems. Minecraft for me was a time and place where I really got to access this creative side of myself, which going to school just didn't allow for. Because at that point in my life, there was so much going on. Stress from school, thinking about future plans, thinking about who I wanted to be, all these pressures that, is on a normal high schooler. And this was a creative outlet that allowed me to escape all of that. It wasn't just an escape from all the stress that's going on. It was truly a way for me to express myself creatively. And that's the message I want to deliver today. As we all get older, we look around us and we probably see that most of our friends, if not all of our friends, have gotten less creative. When we introduce ourselves, people are always asking, oh, what did you used to do as a kid? What did you used to build as a kid? And we realize that we've stopped doing that now as we've gotten to become adults. But creativity is just as important, and perhaps even more important now as adults than it was as kids. As kids, we say, okay, kids are creative, kids need to build things, kids need to express themselves. But why do we just accept that that stops there? Creative pursuits engage our minds in constructive and engaging ways. It's not only an opportunity to get away from stressors, because we know doing something creative does make us feel less stressed, less anxious. It lowers negative emotion and improves positive emotion. This we already know. This we're already aware of. Like anyone who sits down to paint realizes that, okay, after a few minutes, you're totally in a flow state. You're totally in the zone and you feel better. You're forgetting about your stressors. And afterwards, it's like, maybe I should do this more often. But being more than just an escape, it's actually a way to engage our mind in a fundamentally different way than we do any other time in our life now as adults. So the real question is, instead of, okay, what did you used to do as a kid? And what was your creative hobby as a kid? The real question is, why did we ever stop doing our creative hobbies? So I think most people abandon creativity simply because it doesn't seem as valuable as other things. Meaning we have other goals that take place. We go to college, we end up starting a job, start doing other pursuits, whatever it is in our life, and creative hobbies, because they don't seem to pay immediate dividends and they don't seem to necessarily be part of this overall greater goal of, okay, I want to achieve, I want to get a degree, I want to get a job, I want to do a business, I want to do something. It kind of fits into its own category and we push that to the wayside too often. But now I can speak from my own experience that whenever I sit down to draw or to paint or to do something creative just for the sake of doing something creative, I immediately feel so much better. As people, we have this natural desire to be creative. We've seen this for thousands of years now. We find cave paintings. People have been creative for centuries. And for some reason in our personal lives, we lose interest in the arts the older and older we get. But we know that it doesn't make it less important. If anything, it becomes more important. Being a creative person unlocks pieces of your mind that you wouldn't get to access otherwise. It helps you to fight this burnout of, okay, I'm just going to wake up, I'm going to go to my job, then I'm going to come home and I'm going to eat, and maybe I'm going to go to the gym, and just whatever your routine is, adding creative pursuits in there helps to really fight this burnout. So what do we do about this? I think the clear answer is to identify creative pursuits that we can implement into our daily and weekly routines. Now, I know it's a big ask to say daily routines, but think about it. Even just a little bit of drawing, a little bit of something creative can be hugely beneficial. If you're not sure what to do, a good way to think about this is, what did I used to do when I was a kid? Maybe you like building Legos. Maybe you were into woodworking. And figure out a way to now bring that into your adult life, because you'll find that you'll access pieces of yourself that you didn't know were still there. When I used to play Minecraft in high school, it was an opportunity to really access this creative piece of me. I could build whatever I want and express myself in whatever way that I wanted. It was an opportunity to change the environment around me and follow this just basic human need to create. Now, you can probably be more effective about that nowadays by replacing Minecraft with something more physical, something more tangible that you can actually create. But reflecting back on this time when I spent hours and hours into this video game, it really showed me the importance of having creative pursuits. So I encourage you to look into your own life, find creative pursuits, make it a priority, implement it into your daily and weekly routine, and hopefully through accessing this forgotten creative piece of yourself, you'll be able to reinvent the whole way that you approach life. You'll become a much more dynamic and robust person. If you're looking for more ways to improve your mental health, hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment on what your favorite creative pursuit is, and remember to hit life on all cylinders.